Okay. So video's a little bit different. This is not about the game. The channel is going to stay dedicated to the game. However, to game development. However, some things are just more important, and this is one of those things. So, um, my main source of income currently, which is not much, but it is enough, is well, it is through surveys. Now, I know that that's something that gets a lot of like people immediately are like, no, that shit's a scam. And I understand why, but they're not all a scam, right? So there's top surveys, swag books, and Prime Opinion. Prime Opinion is also owns top surveys. So careful having both. Like I can't do anything on Prime Opinion, but I obviously can do something on. Let's get that out of here. On top surveys is just what this is. So as you can see, I have a total earning of, I guess it doesn't show there, but you can see over here in the corner that I have a total earning of what's that, 812. Now that is over the course of about 6 months. I'll say 7, but I haven't really done much this month. I've been kind of depressed and in bed. So let's see how much have I made this month. Not much. Cause yeah. Also earlier in the month, I did have like some things go pretty well on here, like $68 in a couple of days, which was nice through a game. However, I will say one thing is that the games, let's see, rewards redeemed. The okay, not that. G- just game activities. Um, let's see. Yeah. So, Mita's merge, I made about $68 on that. Now, for the most part, like games aren't really gonna be the best way to go. If you have the extra time, then spend the extra time doing surveys. Every now and then, the games are worth it, but for the most part, stay doing surveys. You don't get approved for all of them. A lot of them will be like, "Oh, you can't do that. We're gonna shut you out before you can finish the survey." It is what it is, right? But like, you can make at least like $5 a day. I make about $5 a day on average because that's what my mental health allows me to do. Otherwise, I could make more. Realistically, if you spent like a good like 12 hours or something crazy like that, you probably make like $15 a day. Um, because like I mean, you think about it, like 29 minutes for 50 cents is that's crazy, and it is. It's not better than other forms of income for sure. Um, $6 6 minutes for $1.32 sounds great, but you might not get that. Sometimes the higher payout ones don't work out as well as the lower payout ones. But ultimately, 50 cents. So an hour you get $1. That's at least 5 hours. You get $5, right? Like at the end of the day, it's not much, but if you have the extra time and you don't have any other, you're disabled, you got like something that's hurting you there, you can do this. This is a decent enough side income, and this is what I'm going to be relying on to eat next month because there's no SNAP now. This is stupid as spam said at me. Um, is this for everybody? It's across the board. I know there's a lot of stupid, like, oh, the Democrats did this. I want to be clear. I'm not Democrats. I'm not a Republican. I'm not independent. I am what I am, and that is all I need to be. However, it is the Trump administration. They made it turn the White House into a dick. It looks like a dick now. You'll see it now that I've said it. It looks like a penis. They haven't actually built the ballroom yet, but you look at the pictures of the ballroom design, like what it's supposed to look like, it just looks like an outline of a dick, dude. This is real life, man. These are real people. One thing that should be noted is I get Snap because the amount of this that I do is enough to qualify for for the work requirements. Now that might not be the case if you're barely ever doing it. Yeah, so I don't know it depends on where you're at, but in Michigan, where I'm at, it does the work requirements do exist, and you do have to prove it. Um, so like I qualified, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna qualify. But if you're in a hard spot, dude, this is an option. And if top surveys or prime opinion don't work out for you, there's also swag bucks. One of those three probably will. There are also some other ones, but swag bucks, top surveys, and prime opinion do not have ID requirements, which for me is important because my ID expired a long time ago and I never got it reproduced. I live in another state now. Reproduce, never got it renewed. I had it renewed once when after I originally got it, but I didn't get it renewed the third time, which is fucking stupid. But I live in a completely different state, and it's just it's really complicated. It's a lot to deal with. So until I genuinely need to go through the hassle of proving that I exist, especially right now, given everything that's going on, dude, that's sketch, But that's not going to apply to most people. Most people aren't going to be in that situation. It is what it is. I say it's my bad, but I was homeless, so it is what it is. Was more of not a choice than it was a choice. However, if that's the case, then there are other options as well, and they're legit. They're real things. They could be kind of depressing sometimes because you might spend like an hour and make no money, and you're like, wow, that sucks, because it's an hour of effort that you put into it too. You know what I mean? And I can't legally I can't do the surveys on here, so I can't prove that to you, but I'm sure that you could obviously this is not fake, right? And you could cash out to PayPal or you're straight up to your bank or to Venmo or Cash App or whatever. PayPal and bank have a $5 requirement. They didn't when I started doing this, but everything else is $1. And in terms of those, there are also gift cards, but there's options basically. So I'm saying, yeah, I will have a link. So what I could do for me is, and for you, I guess, but it is for both of us. Is I'm gonna have a link, and that link, just full transparency, does benefit me. So not when you click on it, but if you sign up and you make money, it gives me a little something extra. And I mean, that's it. Not a lot of people are going to see this video, but those who do, who need the help, I hope that it helps. Maybe share the video if you want. Originally, I was thinking you know what, it's going to be really hard. I could link my I could make a Cash App, or I could link a Venmo, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. I would rather earn. I'd rather earn. And this is at least if you sign up with the link that I'm gonna have on there, I might get some benefit of it, but it's not directly from you. So yeah, I hope this helps, like I said, and yeah, good luck, man. It's hard right now, and I don't know if I get into politics. If I get back into politics, I'll make a whole different YouTube for that. This channel's gone through so many different iterations. I wanted to say dedicated to the game. The game is also political in its own way too. But yeah. All right.